Welcome back to Barber News, the world's greatest barber channel. If you're easily scared, I suggest you turn this off now. Haha, it's Halloween, what did you expect? But let's be serious for a moment. We have a lot of bad people among us in the barbering world. For example, Jeezy still hasn't paid TPOB back the money he lent him. And we have guys trying to rob barbers for online courses. And we have faulty clippers that go on fire still in production. The list goes on. But what they all have in common is that they operate from America, USA. And some would think they would set some sort of standard. I mean, show some respect. If you're a big name and you represent your country, don't end up being the one who gives your country a bad name. But Toad, where are you going with this? With America being one of the greatest countries in the world, where have the great barbers gone? Have they all vanished? Have the owners of these big clipper brands just disappeared now? Because when you don't address issues, it means you don't care, and you're not around anymore, right? I just don't see any passion from the clipper brands or the barbers anymore. It's sad. Barbers need someone to look up to. They need someone to set a high standard. Someone they can seek motivation and support. Someone who can support them. But who can do that for them? Well, now TPOB is setting up in America independently. He will provide to the hardworking barbers, he will make sure he can give the best prices, and be there to answer any questions asked. Barbers need quality, and that's what he will provide. With TPOB being in America, that means he will now be available to sell to American barber stores nationwide. If you're interested in stocking TPOB at your store, please drop a comment or contact the pissed off barber himself directly on Instagram. This is a big moment in barbering history. Finally, this day has come. Imagine a world where barbers get the best quality for the best prices, and not just some greedy company who only want to make profit. I say out with the old greedy companies and in with the new. And that new is TPOB. He started out with a simple mission, to cut hair. As he grew in his craft, he saw a troubling pattern. Barbers everywhere were being overcharged by big companies selling the tools they relied on. Products were overpriced, quality wasn't always guaranteed, and barbers were left with little choice but to pay up. Determined to make a change, he created an online page, a gathering place where barbers could connect and talk and joke around. This page grew into a powerful community, and through it, he got a clear look at just how many barbers shared his frustration. It was then he knew. It was time to build something better. People told him he couldn't go up against the big companies, that it would be impossible to compete with brands that had dominated for years. But he ignored the naysayers, pushing forward to create a brand that put barbers first, offering the highest quality products at fair prices. Today, that brand is the fastest growing barber brand in the world. Thanks to the support of barbers everywhere, he's built something truly revolutionary. His mission remains the same, to give barbers access to the best products without the inflated costs. And he's not stopping, because helping the industry he came from has always been and always will be his top priority. When you purchase your equipment from the pissed off barber, you're not just buying something, you're joining something. A community that sticks together and helps one another grow as a team and as individuals. Come check out this latest video.
Yeah, so you want me to tap? No, I need to tap this time.
I know barbering has changed in the years, and it's crazy how we have come from basically servants to celebrities. But the standards have gone so high, it's like barbers will compete against each other for anything now. Check this out. Would you make this much effort at the barbershop, or would you just be like, I'm here to cut hair and go home? I don't get how some of these guys can stay so positive. I would not be working on Halloween. That was far too much effort. I hope they all got paid extra for doing that. I mean, it looked cool, but that truly was hell. With the pissed off barber now coming to America, I really think this will give so much confidence to barbers and allow them to feel like they can depend on a brand. I have heard that sometimes with other brands you can send an item back because of fault and never hear from them again. That really has to stop. Join me now as I have a caller online.
Hey Toad, what's going on, bro?
I heard you mention that you're really excited to see TPOB set up in America now. Tell me your thoughts on it.
The pissed off barber brand didn't start with corporate money or fancy investors. It was built by a barber who saw firsthand how the industry was dominated by companies charging sky-high prices for the tools barbers rely on. He knew barbers deserved better, so he created TPOB with one mission: to provide top-quality products at fair prices. After taking the market by storm overseas, TPOB is now set to launch across the US, and it's set to truly change barbering as we know it. With plans to get into stores coast to coast, TPOB is determined to reach every barber who's tired of overpaying just to keep up with the basics. And because barbers are already backing this brand, TPOB is growing faster than anyone could have imagined. Now, this brand's purpose is simple and clear: to deliver the best quality at the best price for barbers everywhere. TPOB deserves to be recognized for what it stands for and respected for the change it's bringing to the industry. Anyone who stands in its way, well, they just can't handle the shift. And maybe they're not ready to see barbering finally get the brand it deserves.
Well, I know that TPOB has already mentioned that any sneaky salesman will not be listened to. He just wants genuine good business people to work with to keep things nice and relaxed, and you know what? I really like that. Just no drama, just good relationships so that everyone can get on and just be fair and nice to each other. You don't see anyone working like that anymore. It's usually always nasty tricks and scams, but not TPOB. He is a genuine guy.
I totally agree with you. I am really excited to see him do really well. I knew he was always going to make that big move, but I'm proud of him and I know he will be supported wherever he goes.
To think a brand has grown so big in such a little time really speaks a million words. It just shows that good quality will stand to you and good prices will stand even more. I can't even think of one other brand that is doing this now. So it's great, it's finally made a big impact. I need to get him back on before the end of the year. He was on one of my earlier episodes, he spoke some great facts and was very fair. And that's all anyone wants. Just be yourself and be genuine. If only Stinky Phil could take notes. That's all I have time for today, but if you liked today's episode, please hit the like and subscribe, and I'm out. Peace.